So now Sani has come out to tell Nigerians that Tinubu should not be blamed, that Tinubu did not deceive Nigerians. Okay, he already said during campaign that he was going to remove first subsidy and he was going to reform the CBN. He was going to do so many things, and those things he said are exactly the things that he's doing. So he said it before he was voted in, and so now nobody should say that he is deceiving Nigerians, because everybody heard him saying it during campaign before he became the president. The question is, who voted him? Who voted him in? Did he win the election? That is the question that Shehu Sani also need to answer. Okay, but that is not what he's saying. He's saying that Tinubu did not deceive Nigerians, and that Buhari was the biggest problem Nigeria ever had. So let's get into the details. Tinubu did not deceive Nigerians. You voted him. We are paying the price, Sani said. Okay, so he said all of this thing when he was campaigning. We still want to ahead to vote him, even after hearing him loud and clear. So let's bear whatever the pain is. That is what Shehu Sani is trying to say now. Hey, be careful. Oh. Senator Shehu Sani, a former Senate lawmaker from Kaduna Central, has attributed the current economic challenges in Nigeria to former President Muhammadu Buhari. Sani, a Chinese TV guest, criticized President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's economic principle for causing economic hardship and stating that Buhari failed to implement them, leading to the deterioration of the economy. So what are you saying now? That Tinubu has made the right decision? Yeah, this man don't go back and forth like pendulum. Senator Shehu Sani, a former lawmaker, okay, had accused former President Muhammadu Buhari, okay, saying is to be blamed for the country's current economic hardship. So in an interview with the Chinese TV, Sani claimed that some of the economic policies President Bola Tinubu is currently implementing, which triggered the economic hardship, should have been implemented by President Buhari, who he claimed neglected to do so and let the situation worsen. Can you imagine? We must be very realistic and factual here with ourselves. The problem we find ourselves today originated and was engineered, fabricated, and sustained by the Buhari administration. The Buhari administration institutionally, fundamentally destroyed the Nigerian economy, said Sani. So the question is, what did you say when Buhari was in power? Did you speak against Buhari? Why are you saying it now? Relieving President Tinubu of being accountable for the current situation, the former lawmaker pointed out that Tinubu has not misled Nigerians by vowing to carry out the policies he had already put in place during the campaign. Okay? So when Tinubu took over, he knows there is not going to be subsidy, and to be realistic, he was very frank during his campaign. He said, I am going to remove subsidy, and whatever protest that will come out of it, I will not back down. And then people went ahead and voted for him. So he has not deceived Nigerians. Now he is in power. We are paying for the price for the mistakes of the past, for the failure of the past, and for what we have refused to do in the past. So this is the reality, he said. Okay. So what Shehu Sani is doing now is trying to absolve Tinubu now from the current problem, saying that, so the question is, why didn't Buhari remove the subsidy? Why didn't Buhari correct all of this problem? Is it that he didn't know what to do, or he just didn't want to do it, or he was scared of doing it, so he had to leave the problem for someone else to solve? Okay, that's the question. Because what Shehu Sani is saying here is that the things that Buhari would have corrected, he failed to correct them. And those are the things that are being corrected now, but unfortunately it's getting late, and we're correcting them at a point where the pain is getting unbearable. So we are not saying that Tinubu is not responsible. It's what is his name? Buhari, that refused to do the right thing in his 8 years, is responsible. Did you say that time? That's the question. The second part of the question is, now that Tinubu is doing it, is he doing it as a technocrat? Is he strategic in doing it? Because this is about risk management. You are managing a risk and you don't have a mitigation in place. You are removing first subsidy and you don't have a substantial or substantive remedy or alternative in place. You don't have it. You are floating a naira exchange rate. You are leaving your naira for the public to manage the exchange rate and the strength. Who does that across the world? There's no nation that leaves his currency in the hand of speculators to determine the price and the value. Nobody does that. That is the strength of your economy is dependent on the strength of your naira, of your currency. So for economy to be in control and for both foreign and the local investors to have confidence in the system, you have to hold your currency tight. So nobody leaves it freely as if it is a free commodity that is managed by price control system in the market. No, now you don't treat your currency like any other commodity. So in as much as Sani is trying to blame Buhari government for not doing the needful on time, I also don't want to absorb Tinubu from the current hardship because his decisions right now, whether they are right or not right, the truth is that he didn't take them in a manner that shows that he's a professional risk manager. That is the truth. He didn't consider all the risk. He didn't put the mitigation in place. Now exposing everybody. That is not a solved problem. You cannot say because you want to cut costs in your house or you want to control things in your house, tell everybody in the house should die of hunger because you want to control whatever you wish to control. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. It doesn't work that way at all. So now people are reacting to what Shehu Sani said. Let me see what people are saying. Somebody said, we did not vote him. It was INEC and judiciary that selected him. Exactly. That's the question I was asking. Tinubu did not win election. It was INEC, judiciary, and the military that put him there. That is the truth. He bought all of them with his money, and that is it. Somebody say it's you that voted for him. Oh, I did not vote for him. Exactly. That Sani is getting it back now. Money took him to office. He forgets that money will not do most of the job for him. Let him continue. And so, nobody voted him. He steals someone's mandate and he can never go unpunished. In the definition, point of correction, Nigerians did not vote for Tinubu. Buhari and some northern leaders smuggled him into power. Exactly. So that not just like when Tinubu was there, we said when Buhari was in power, we said Tinubu was part of him and they supported him to do all that he did. Now that Tinubu is there, North is part of the problem and not supported him to be there. So let them also chop the breakfast. And some say, why are you talking like this, Oga Sani? You and I know quite well that Nigerian masses never voted for APC. That is it. Nobody voted for APC. Oga, be careful of your choice of your word. Can you beat your chest and say that we voted for him? His stolen mandate, INEC gave it to him with the help of Supreme Court of the Federation. Exactly. He came third, Shehu Sani. That tell him Tinubu came third. It was the Labour Party first, PDP second. That is it. And we would have been very far thought. It was his position that they should change with Labour Party to get there because of money. They will suffer. That is the truth. The selection was done by INEC chairman Yahu Mahmood. Shehu Sani. Better know that. The majority of Nigerians didn't vote for Tinubu. INEC chairman Yahu Mahmood rigged the presidential election in his favor. Shehu Sani better know that. Without reading this, I request Shehu Sani to have a rethink on his statement credited to him. He's a thief man. Point of correction, nobody voted him. He bribed himself into fire by thinking that money answer all things. He not answer this time. This is the time, one of the situations that money cannot answer all things. I think the issue of voting should not come in here. The man told the North, that it is his turn and warned them that they should not joke with Yorubas, and they gave it to him. That is the simple truth. All right. So that is what is happening there. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comments.